How's it going, guys? It's your boy Nicky D here, and welcome back to the channel. Interrupting my TrotCon vlogs to bring you a reaction to the newest episode of Elements of Justice. So this is the 5th episode in the 3rd case, title called Means, Motive, and Causation. On the thumbnail, you see Pinkie Pie and Luna. So I'm guessing Karen Pinkie Pie is going to be a character witness in Rainbow Dash's trial, because Luna is the prosecution in Rainbow's trial, so that's my best guess. I doubt we're going to see Apollo working on Rarity's case, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. In regards to my TrotCon vlogs, really quick, I was working on the first episode, the day 1 vlog. I worked on a little bit of it last night, and I worked on it more for a good chunk of today. I still have a lot of footage I gotta comb through. I want to say it's like a little more than halfway done. Well, just a little more than halfway done. I don't think I really have anything else to add after that. I did say in my last reaction video I was going to do an update regarding my Love Live mixtape, the Rap Battle Project mixtape, and I haven't done that. I did record something, but I had to scrap it because I realized, oh wait, hang on, I think I misspoke on a few things and also didn't get a lot of facts right. So I might have to rework that at some point. But anyway, let's not dilly-dally much longer. We're gonna make like Philip DeFranco and just jump right into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Previously on Elements of Justice.
Today's proceedings shall center around the collapse of Wonderbolt reservist Streamline. The hospital administered a tox screen, but the initial report came back negative.
The victim was poisoned with a substance known as grickle grass. The symptoms of said poison are very distinct, and they are a perfect match with the victim's condition.
Several ponies saw Rainbow swap a juice box with one in Streamline's locker, just before the collapse.
Then what happened to the one Rainbow swapped out?
10 to 1 says they were thrown out.
It was obvious from the start that Rainbow Dash didn't like Streamline. But now, calling Streamline a cheater. Now the whole court knows that you've been lying from the start.
Look at the defendant's face! Trust your eyes! See what they tell you! You said that no pony knows how your client could have snuck in poison, but we know some pony who most assuredly does.
The court will be given a 15-minute recess while the prosecution prepares their next witness.
As something tells me I'm going to need it.
Alrighty, now we're all caught up.
I can't believe it. The nerve of her, hiding that from me. Was Rainbow even thinking?
Does she ever think?
Sonata?
No, I guess not. Because apparently, I'm the only pony around here with a brain.
That's a little harsh, don't you think?
I swear to Celestia, when I see her, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind.
Stunt on these
Sonata,
hoes,
hang on.
Sonata.
I just wanted to ask about that painting again.
That
Sure did.
painting?
Yeah, earlier. I saw you looking at it really intensely, and you started to say something about the pony in it.
Did I?
You said that you knew him, that he helped you out a while ago?
Oh, yes. That's right.
So, who is he? Some pony you met at school?
At school? Mr. Wright, just how old do you think I am?
No, I meant he just gives off a teacher vibe.
I suppose?
Looking at him, I get the sense he's kind of like a mentor figure. And well, based on how you briefly spoke of him.
Okay, I suppose I can see that. But no, he wasn't a teacher. That is Atticus.
Atticus Finch?
Lawkeeper
Like from
Atticus.
Lawkeeper Atticus. I was about to say, like from
What?
Atticus from To Kill a Mockingbird.
But I thought
The lawkeeper is equity. That's still true. He, however, was the previous lawkeeper.
The previous. I guess that means Lawkeeper Equity had some big horseshoes to fill. No wonder
Said that
she's
pretty-
so tough.
Pretty
She's probably
normally
spent
there, Phoenix.
years working her way to the top. And now she's head of the High Council itself.
Her path has definitely been rather unique.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
But yes, the pony in this painting is the previous lawkeeper. And I didn't meet him in school, by the way. I actually met him about a year ago.
So,
A year.
I guess, like, is the lawkeeper supposed to be, like, the district attorney, in this case? I mean, because, like, if they're ruling the whole land, because, like, district attorneys are usually just for, like your municipality or something like that. Or, not your municipality, excuse me. Would it be your municipality? Well, like, the DA is, like, a high level of law, but, like, I guess that's, actually, I think that's more so on the state level, I think. Someone's going to have to fact check me on that one. But, hang on. One of my pictures are crooked. There we go. So, I guess, like, the lawkeepers in this world are the equivalent to, like, the district attorney, in our world. That's the way I'm perceiving this. At least at first glance.
Wait, hang on. That was... You were still in jail, weren't you?
I was, yes. It's funny. I hadn't gotten any visitors, not after you. And I didn't expect any pony to stop by. Then one day, he did. A chance meeting behind bars. It's the stuff of children's tales and make-believe. Sometimes, I wonder if it really did happen. But then I remember what he did. What he said. And how kind he was to me. I didn't think I deserved it. But he was kind regardless.
If you don't mind me asking, Sonata, why did you meet him while in prison?
Wouldn't it be more
Well,
so,
you see-
why did he meet you? Oh boy. Here we go.
I could say the same thing. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
What's there to explain?
How about not telling us your true relationship with Streamline?
You make it sound like she and I were close.
Close enough for you to accuse her of cheating.
Oh, so I'm the bad guy?
Kind of making yourself look like the bad guy here,
You're
Rainbow.
your own worst enemy here, Rainbow. Do you have any idea how badly you've jeopardized your entire case?
How I jeopardized it? What about you, Sonata? What about your lousy performance in there, huh? Some attorney I've got. You didn't bother speaking for, like, half of the stupid trial. And you didn't even present any evidence. And no matter what that detective or Captain Spitfire said, you didn't even object. Even Fluttershy could have done something as simple as that.
Rainbow Dash.
So why don't you get off your cold, moral high ground and take a hard look at yourself, huh? Because as far as any pony can tell, you're purposefully tanking my case.
I don't think so.
That's enough, you two.
That face.
Look, Rainbow, I get why you didn't want to tell us what you accuse Streamline of being. It could easily be spun into a motive. And if that had come out, it would have made it that much harder to defend you. That's why you kept silent, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
But Sonata's still right. You not sharing that information with us has put us in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the scales have almost certainly been tipped in the prosecution's favor.
Nix, you're not seeing.
Don't you remember our conversation the night before Athena's trial? About trusting the attorney. Trusting them to uncover the truth.
Before Athena's trial?
I do. I do remember. It's just...
Ms. Dash. I need you to clarify one other thing for me. What Detective Reed and Captain Spitfire said about you repeatedly accessing Streamline's locker. Was it true?
Yeah. All of it.
All of it?
Yeah. I managed to figure out Streamline's locker combo after watching her for a little bit. That's how I was able to open her locker.
And from there, you could swap out the juice boxes as you pleased. Rainbow, how? How could you do this to yourself? This means that the only information left from our investigation has reached a dead end. It's useless now. I may as well forget about that particular fact. We're worse off than I anticipated. Great. Ms. Dash, does this mean you...
What? No! I still never poisoned her! How could you even think that, Sonata? You're supposed to trust me!
She had to ask anyway, just to be
Haven't
sure.
I been telling you that this entire time?
We're at a
Hello, Pat.
disadvantage then.
This is Kettle.
We're only learning of this now, but it seemed to me that Prosecutor Luna knew already.
Yeah, she did. She basically tore it out of me during my interrogation.
Tore it out of you?
It was a really rough session. Like, really rough.
If she was being interrogated, though, shouldn't she have had, like, her attorney present? Or, like, well, she is, like, at least here in America, you're given Miranda rights. You have the right to speak to counsel before talking to the police. Does that not exist in Equestria? Do they not have, like, Miranda rights? Or I guess in this case, Miranda rights? I hate myself for making that joke. Miranda rights. Oh, God, shoot me, please. Oh, that is the worst thing I could ever say. Oh, God. I've been in this community for too long. I'm dying with the herd. I'm in too deep. I've committed 10 years of my life to this community, and I'm going down with it.
In Spitfire's pep talks, or one of Twilight's lectures.
Well, that fits Princess Luna to a T, doesn't it? They don't call her the Dark Mare of the Courtroom for nothing.
No, this was different. How do I explain this? Look, I know Princess Luna's an intense pony, but she's never acted that way before. At least, not since...
Well, after Athena dunked on Luna harder than Kobe, she wants to go hard in the paint for the next set of trials that she's part of. Like, she's like, hey, I just lost to an outsider in this world. I gotta set my game up.
Never mind. It was probably my fault. For trying to keep quiet.
I don't know. Most defendants don't exactly spill their guts during an interrogation. There are at least some things they only tell their defense attorneys.
Right. Better to tell the one who is actually fighting for your freedom than the one meaning to ensure you lose it.
Princess Luna should be well acquainted with that. Acting this way, it's...
Weird?
No. It's...
dangerous. If Luna truly was that hurt from the last trial, there may be no telling what she's willing to do during this one. An unpredictable prosecutor is even more deadly than a gimmicky one.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, my guess is Princess Luna's gonna use that information when we get back in there. She'll probably have that next witness talk about it.
Speaking of, do you have any idea who this witness might be?
Not a clue.
Do you think it could be another Wonderbolt?
Maybe. There were a lot of them there that day. It could be Soren, or High Winds, maybe even Surprise.
Whoever they are, they could
I don't remember
corroborate the claim that
Surprise.
Rainbow tampered
I'll look that up really
somehow
quick.
with
Surprise,
Streamline's
Rainbow?
juice boxes. No doubt the prosecution is counting on that.
Maybe that's an
our
OC,
last
yeah.
loose thread as far as Luna's concerned. And if that
Bolts,
happens, we're
Serp.
sunk. But hang on, that's not the only thread remaining. Ms. Dash, on the day of the incident, you were swapping out Streamline's juice box.
Don't remind
Okay,
me.
so it does say
What happened
list
to the
her.
one you swapped out?
Is that it? Hang on. No. Oh, okay. This one. If my phone can. That's surprise. Okay, I actually never knew that. I never learned her name. Okay. Some member of the community I am. I don't even know all the names of the Wonderbolts. All I can do is Rainbow Dash, Spitfire, Fleetfoot, Soaring, Thunderlane. I think that was another one.
I think if we could just find it, we might be able to use it somehow. Maybe
find
even
what?
find some
I missed
discrepancy that the prosecution overlooked.
Hang on, find what exactly? With the juice box?
Mind me.
But what happened to the one you swapped
Yeah,
out?
okay, they're talking about the juice box.
I think if we could just find it, we might be able to use it somehow. Maybe even find some discrepancy that the prosecution overlooked.
Sonata.
Defense attorney, the trial is about to reconvene. Present yourself and your co-counsel to the courtroom immediately. Defendant, you need to come with me.
Hey! I've got legs, you know. I can walk myself in just fine.
Yet again, interrupted by the tragedy of poor time management. Just what was Rainbow about to tell me? Could it help in some way? Ugh. I guess there's no point in dwelling on that. I'll just have to ask once we get a free moment. No point in dilly-dallying. Better head inside before Prosecutor Luna chews me out for being tardy.
Hey, wait a second.
What is it now, Mr. Wright?
Jeez.
Look, I can tell you really want to help Rainbow out, even if she keeps thinking otherwise. And you've been doing great, all things considered. But
But?
that stuff I told Rainbow about trusting the attorney goes both ways.
She's kind of
doesn't
already
trust you. I
aware
think
of that.
we both can see that.
Obviously.
See?
But you'll need to get her to trust you. And you'll need to do that by showing you genuinely do care for her. I know, Rainbow. Words
I
won't
don't think
cut
it's the
it with
fact
her.
that. Oh, hang on. I don't think it's the fact that she knows that. Like I'm sure Sonata does genuinely do care, but like she's having a hard time showing it. I'm sure. Like I'm sorry. Again, I'm certain she cares for Rainbow Dash, but like she's not really showing it all that well. And Phoenix is right though. You gotta show it, dog. You gotta show it.
Show your faith through actions.
Yep.
You may
They speak
not
louder
know
than
how
words.
to do that at this moment, but I know you'll figure out a way. No matter how bad this seems, you'll forge a path ahead. After all, you've gotten this far.
Let's head inside, Mr. Wright.
Oh, okay. That's probably just Sonata just walking in.
Court is now back in
Welcome back,
session.
Will. Let's go.
Prosecutor Luna, has your witness arrived yet?
Yes, Your Honor. It seems our witness had a little trouble finding the courtroom and got sidetracked.
It's got to be Pinkie Pie.
But rest assured, they are more than capable of enlightening us about the method of juice transport, among other things.
It's Pinkie
I'm
Pie.
happy to hear. Would you please call this witness to the stand?
Certainly, Your Honor.
This is it. This could make or break my case. But why would this witness be sidetracked? Maybe they were in the middle of
'Cause it's
preparing
Pinkie
their
Pie. She gets
testimony,
sidetracked by
trying
anything
to make it as
and everything.
ironclad as possible. Whoever they are,
God, this is it on
whatever
my
they're
head, though,
capable of,
jeez.
I can't afford to back down.
You can stand me up. That they called it. Flippin' knew it. I flippin' knew it.
You... What?
Hey, I know you. You're that lady whose hotel room me and Phoebe broke into that one time.
Pinkie, now's not the time.
Oh, there's Phoebe now. Hey, Phoebe. And hey, there's Rainbow too. Hi, Rainbow Dash.
Your friend's on trial, Pinkie.
What are you doing here?
Read the room.
You know, it's the weirdest thing. These police ponies came and asked me a bunch of questions. After that, they told me to be a witness at a trial today. I didn't know what they meant by a witness, though. Whenever I've made it to one of these trial thingies, I just remember the rise and guilty parts. Oh, that reminds me, I should have my manually made afternoon snack. Really packs a punch.
Someone to get this chick some Ritalin.
Or wait, is it more like a mule kick?
Is there enough food for me to try?
Your Honor, now might not be the best time for this.
Hmm? Oh, yes, you're right.
Luna's already familiar with Pinkie's
You
antics.
took quite a bit of time getting here. Did you run into any issues or problems on the way?
Oh, no problems. I just got lost.
That's a problem.
On the day you're meant to be testifying as a witness? That sounds like a pretty big problem to me.
I've only recently started traveling to Cloudsdale to visit Rainbow Dash, so I'm still a teeny bit unfamiliar with where everything is. After a while, I didn't know where I was.
Is it me or does it
and
look
I
like
ended
she
up
still
finding a
keeps
lot of
biting her
cool
tongue?
places I'd never seen before and doing a bunch of cool things.
Okay, I think that's supposed to be for the
You can make cotton
sound
candy
effects.
with the right kind of cloud? Now I do. So I just kept wandering around and
Oh
around,
my gosh,
forgetting
Pinkie
what I
Pie,
was
please.
originally doing. But before I knew it, I was right at the entrance to the courthouse. I suppose you could say I had my head in the clouds. But don't.
Save the puns for a party, not the courtroom. In the
Read the room,
meantime,
Pinkie Pie.
state your name and occupation for the record.
Sheesh, Princess Luna, you're...
Witness, in the courtroom, you will refer to me as prosecutor.
Sure thing. Sheesh, Prosecutor Luna. You're one tough customer.
God
But
in
there's
heaven.
One thing I know about tough crowds.
Pinkie!
They can't help but smile once I round up the old Pinkie Pie charm.
Well, I will say, it's nice to have at least one bright face in this room.
I don't disagree, but time and place.
I guess it's nice to see you, Pinkie, despite the circumstances.
But, as much as I love a bit of light-hearted banter, Prosecutor Luna is right. So, please, do as she says and state your name and occupation for the record.
No problem, Judgy. You can count on me. My name is Pinkamina Diane Pie, or Pinkie for short, or Pinkie Pie if you want a little bit extra for the fun of it. I'm the assistant baker for the cake family at Ponyville Sugar Cube Corner and party planner extraordinaire. I do birthdays, holidays, welcome parties, dance parties, quinceañeras, anything you can think of.
Ooh, do you do luau's?
Ooh.
Your Honor, please.
Right.
Do you
yes.
do luau's?
Miss Pop.
Actually, technically, I think she can, because remember in Equestria Girls, during the, what's it called? The Shake Your Tail music video, you see Pinkie going for a luau theme. I mean, I guess she could.
Aye. Please testify for the court.
Okie dokie Loki. I'll get right to it, Artichokey. And see me after the trial about that luau.
Assuming my friend doesn't get shot up to the sun. What's the deal with the juice boxes?
Rainbow Dash asked me over a week ago to bring some juice to the academy. And I asked her
Anybody
what
else
kind.
get that
She said,
reference?
grape juice, orange juice, and she stopped me and said to find something, and I was like, ooh, I know a guy. She asked me to bring 4 boxes to be delivered to the edge of the academy, out of every pony site, all super sneaky-like.
Super sneaky like. Okay, so there's only like 3 bars in that, not bars, but like 3
That was
texts.
certainly a testimony.
Yeah, it was pretty short.
Hey, Phoenix,
Yes, Sonata?
this might be a little silly to ask, but you've interacted with Pinkie way more than I ever have. And even with my talent of observation, she eludes me. So, do you have any advice for how to approach her?
Pinkie Pie definitely isn't what I'd call an easy witness.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, she's a much wiser pony than she appears.
Also true.
Even if most...
Like, even though Pinkie Pie is like, like, I feel like I'm go like loco coco every time she talks. When she goes like bah, 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 bah. but she is a lot smarter than she looks. So I'll give him that.
This seems a bit nonsensical. You can bet that there's at least something there you want to dig deeper on. I'd say try to ignore the unnecessary details and search for those little nuggets that could prove useful to our case.
I'll give it a shot. I appreciate it.
No problem, Sonata.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got.
Rainbow Dash asked me over a week ago to bring some juice to the academy.
Hold it! Did you find it strange that Rainbow asked you to bring some juice?
I actually did. No pony needs that much juice all at once, so I knew something.
If you take that out of context, I'm thinking that they're talking about steroids. Like out of context, I'm thinking steroids.
Up. And do you know what I suspected?
What was that?
Oh boy.
Juice addiction. That must have been why she wanted such a specific brand. She couldn't get enough of the stuff. So this got me thinking. Should I deliver the juice and enable this addiction, or should I go with my initial plan?
Plan?
What was the initial plan?
My plan to throw Rainbow Dash an intervention party, of
An
course.
intervention.
You know,
A Pinkie Pie
little
intervention.
something
I will
no one
like to
ever
see that
considered,
actually.
But here for her and ready to help her overcome her juice cravings. I was gonna throw it as a surprise at her house, invite some of our bestest friends over, and as a show that we're serious, we were gonna pour out all of the juice in front of her.
Egad.
What? I don't have a juice addiction.
That's something a pony with a juice addiction would say.
You can't just make some pony go cold turkey like that. Have you ever heard of withdrawal?
Withdrawal sucks.
Well, of course.
I once had a caffeine withdrawal. Dude, my head was hurting for a day. I need my caffeine, bro. No, I don't have an addiction. I can quit whenever I want. And I choose not to quit. I love my coffee.
That's one of the reasons why I decided against it.
A juice addiction? Why, I'd never even thought of that.
Have you ever heard of Barry Bonds?
Could such a thing really be possible, though? Oh, I know that my grandson is quite fond of soda.
He has kids? Grandkids?
Goes the weasel?
Wait, so Pinkie Pie calls does that mean Pinkie Pie is a Minnesotan? Is she a Northwesterner? Wait, is Equestria Northwestern, or is it just Pinkie Pie who's the Northwesterner?
No, Your Honor. I think Pinkie meant it.
Can we get on with it? We don't have all day.
Not with that attitude.
Sure thing. Now, as I was saying,
I'm focusing on the wrong details.
and I asked her what kind of juice, apple juice, grape juice, orange juice, and she stopped me and said Sublime Sunset, and I was like, ooh, I know a guy.
And who's the guy? That has to be the next question.
You know a guy?
Bingo.
Who?
Jesse Pinkman.
I think now would be a good time to remind you that you are under oath.
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Juice Box Mare?
The Juice Box Mayor?
Juice box?
It's a Shrek reference. It's a Shrek reference.
Yes, I believe I know this mare. The one who lives on Blue Lane?
Well, this guy I know, he's married to the Juice Box Mare.
The juice box?
The Juice Box Mayor!
Juice Box Mare.
He's married to the Juice Box Mare.
Oh my god, the Shrek reference. Oh my god, y'all are insane. First, the Better Call Saul, the indirect Better Call Saul references according to the staff that replied to my last video. But then, the Juice Box Mare. Okay, this one is obviously a Shrek reference. There's no dancing around that.
Enough! The Juice Box Mare is not relevant to this line of questioning. Witness, you will cease this restless prattling and provide us with pertinent testimony.
Okie dokie loki. But just know, if you ever need a good supplier, you got it. My lips are zipped.
Oh, now you can read the room. Oh, okay.
I thought we were going to ignore the irrelevant details.
That sounded important, though. And suspicious.
Yeah.
When some pony says they know a guy, don't you get a feeling that this guy might be a little shady?
Literally, yes. Pinkie, not so much.
She asked me to bring 4 boxes to be delivered to the edge of the academy, out of every pony sight, all super sneaky-like.
Hold it! So, no pony saw you?
Nope. Like I said, I was super sneaky-like. Rainbow was right to come to me because she's only, like, medium sneaky. She also told me to keep the whole thing a secret, which I would be doing if I wasn't under oath.
And why did Ms. Dash ask you to keep it a secret?
I just figured she didn't want any pony finding out about her juice addiction.
Of course you did.
Didn't they say that?
So,
Remind me, I don't remember this, so somebody in the comments may have to remind me here, but did they say that juice, at least the juice that Rainbow Dash was sipping on, and the other chick, didn't they say that was like contraband? I might be remembering wrong.
was I good?
Yeah, you were good, Pinkie. Real good. Maybe even the best. At leaving the courtroom at a loss for words.
Harsh.
Pardon me if
Ooh,
I'm
ow.
being a bit dense, but what was the purpose of this testimony again?
Well, according to Prosecutor Luna, this was to tell us how poison was brought onto the academy grounds. But near as I can tell, that wasn't quite what was said, was
Yeah,
it?
that was talking about the juice.
We admit that Miss Pie's penchant for pontificating makes our previous point appear pointless.
Luna's vocabulary is
Please,
great.
Prosecutor Luna. You know, maybe you should meet my sister Maud. She'd get a kick out of your alliteration.
Then, with all due respect, Prosecutor Luna, this hasn't done your argument any favors, has it? It seems as though it's without merit, if I'm being honest.
Only part of it, Your Honor. Besides, we are working through a situation built on subterfuge and intrigue.
So many good words. Oh my god, I need to read a dictionary.
Every component of this case is clear-cut.
Normally, her admitting that would make me want to celebrate. But I have a feeling that she came to that conclusion during the testimony. I guess even she couldn't predict or control what Pinkie was going to say.
Can anybody?
Which would usually be a win for us, but Luna doesn't look too nervous because of that. Or at all.
She probably has an ace up
It's
her
like
sleeve.
she's recovered completely. Does that mean she's setting up another argument? Better not jump the horseshoe. I need to wait and see what she's up to.
Nevertheless, though it was a bit unorthodox, the testimony has illuminated a certain point. Namely, the origin of the juice boxes the defendant used to commit the crime.
Yeah, that's one thing pointed out.
Isn't that right, defendant?
Oh, right. That was something we needed to clarify.
Indeed.
I actually forgot about that point,
However, that wasn't the only reason I called in this witness today. Now, isn't there something else you saw, witness?
Is there? Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
so... Uh-oh. We
More
got that punk.
testimony. I'd like to hope it isn't as nonsensical as this one. But what else could she have seen? And why did it make her suddenly deflate?
I won't say deflate, but
Very
because her
good.
hair is still poofy.
Therefore,
But
witness,
I see what you mean,
you
though.
will now testify as to what you saw.
I went back to Wonderbolt Academy after hearing that Rainbow wanted more juice. I was going to say no, because I didn't want to enable her, but going cold turkey wasn't going to help, so I planned to bring half of what I did last time. When I got there, I saw a crazy tornado tearing
I
through
remember the
everything.
tornado. Right. Okay, only, just like
The
last time.
tornado again.
So 3 little
No.
blurbs.
Does this mean
Good gracious! An entire tornado? The winds must have been incredibly fierce that day.
Not quite, Your Honor. Here in Equestria, tornadoes are the product of weather teams, not wayward winds.
Ah, I see. Yet another difference then.
But note my specific wording. Weather teams. In other words, an entire team of Pegasi is usually required to form one. Under rare occasions, A single pony may have the wing power needed to produce it.
Was any pony hurt during the incident?
Only 2. One filly and another Wonderbolt, Fleetfoot. Both are receiving medical care at the moment.
Ooh. I don't think was that ever mentioned?
Why does Rainbow look shocked by that? Did she not know that there'd been a tornado?
That is still too many.
Did they reference that? Reference that. Did they mention that ponies were hurt in any of the previous episodes? Because I don't remember that. Granted, it's been a while, so maybe they did mention it. And I just still sucks that I hear that a kid got hurt and Fleetfoot too.
I suppose we should be thankful that the injured numbered so few. Defense, you may begin your cross-examination.
I went back to Wonderbolt Academy after hearing that Rainbow wanted more juice. I was going to say no, because I didn't want to enable her.
Yeah, I don't think these first two you have to press on.
So I plan to bring half of what I did last time.
Well, maybe.
Hold it!
Because you only brought half.
Who supplied you with the juice this time?
Well, you see, have you ever heard...
No, we're not doing this again.
The juice box?
Objection!
Thank you, Luna. As much as I love that reference.
You will cease this tomfoolery, witness, or I will make you. Do you understand?
Oof.
Oops, sorry. I wasn't trying to joke or anything.
Let's move on then. As intrigued as I am, I'd rather not test Prosecutor Luna's
Yeah, let's not mess around to find out.
Same here.
I was just telling the truth. I wasn't trying to turn this into a running gag or anything. Anyway, when I got there, I saw a crazy tornado tearing through everything.
Hold it! How is this tornado generated?
It was made nearby, silly.
Perhaps you could be more specific with your wording?
I saw it being made nearby.
Okay, define nearby.
Witness?
I saw a single pony making it nearby.
Okay, so we got one pony.
A single pony? No.
RD?
She can't mean. I have to ask her. Who did you see exactly?
It's gonna be Rainbow Dash.
Well, I would say, but it's really hard.
Alleviate the concerns of the defense. Surely they wouldn't ask if they didn't want the truth. And remember, you are under oath to testify.
It was Rainbow Dash, wasn't it?
It was a pony
Duh.
with rainbow hair.
You mean Rainbow Dash?
Not looking good. Not looking good.
What? That's impossible!
Can you see what is laid plain before you? The witness has seen with her own eyes the perpetrator of this event.
Hey, that's not what I meant.
That is ridiculous, Prosecutor Luna. Why would my client generate a tornado at all?
Do not tell me you are lagging behind already, defense. Very well. If your stalwart refusal to accept facts has left you as blind as a bat,
Damn.
I shall happily shine a light upon these dark corners. This tornado event and the poisoning incident both occurred on the same day.
That I do remember.
This obviously cannot be a coincidence. Rainbow Dash wanted to poison Streamline, but did not want to get caught. Moreover, she did not want the victim treated in time. For both things to happen, she needed bystanders' eyes watching something else. Therefore, she generated the tornado in an attempt to draw attention away from Streamline.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
That way, Streamline would succumb to the effects of the poison before she could be treated in time.
It's a good theory,
The
but like
irony
it's
is palpable. In covering her tracks, Rainbow Dash has dug her own grave.
Prosecutor Luna, that still doesn't make any sense.
Why not, defense? It follows a certain thread of logic, to my eyes.
Because we heard from Captain Spitfire before the trial that the tornado occurred on the other side of the academy. Rainbow Dash was doing mandatory training during that time along with her fellow reservists, including Streamline. You aren't seriously suggesting she was in two places at once?
What? As though she had cloned herself? I refuse to allow us to venture down that rabbit hole again, defense.
Then it's your duty as a prosecutor to back up your claims with evidence, not guesswork. How could Rainbow Dash have generated the tornado while she was training with Streamline?
The answer is quite simple. And moreover, it can be found by re-examining testimony given earlier today.
Oh, I do not like the sound of that.
She's prepared. She had this in the chamber.
Did you forget that Captain Spitfire also mentioned Rainbow Dash's speed records from the Academy? It's not an exaggeration to say that Rainbow Dash is one of our fastest flyers. Streamline's almost just as good, too. The good captain isn't alone in this regard. I am sure, were you to ask all of Cloudsdale what they find most memorable about their favorite daughter, they would, without a doubt, point to her speed. Ask your client yourself if you so wish. I wonder, will she lie about her competence as a flyer?
Ooh.
Or will her pride once again be her undoing?
Ooh.
There's one thing I know about Rainbow Dash. It's that she is as sure of herself as the day is long. Even so...
Let me guess. You would argue that Rainbow Dash could not have left training without being seen.
That does seem a reasonable thing to conclude. There were many ponies at this event, weren't there?
True, but consider other contextual factors, Your Honor. While training is mandatory, eyes are not on the reservist all the time. There are too many, after all, doing too much all at once. If an opening presented itself, and given the defendant's own speed, she could have easily flown away, created the tornado, and flown back. All after poisoning the victim, no doubt. It was simply poor planning and bad luck that Streamline collapsed when she did. Quod erat demonstrandum. Thus it is proved.
Was she speaking Latin?
Indeed. What Prosecutor Luna has said holds a high degree of credibility. Defense, do you have any evidence to disprove it?
Oh no. Luna has me pinned. I don't have enough evidence to make an objection against that kind of logic. I didn't think she would have all of this put together so soon. I should have jumped on this when I had the chance.
Sonata?
But that was Pinkie Pie. I can tell. That was Pink. Alright, Punk. What you got?
Dash would never do anything to hurt any pony on purpose. Never in a million bajillion quintillion years. She saved my life and my friends' lives and constantly keeps trying to be better. She would quit the Wonder Bulls in 10 seconds flat if staying meant hurting any pony else.
Pinkie Pie.
Though I hate Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie, I'm not gonna say I hate her, but like she is kind of like on the low bar for me. But one thing I do admire about Pinkie Pie, whether it be via a fan project or through the official media, she is going to, if you are her friend, she will proclaim it with her chest. That hats off to you, Pink. Hats off to you.
To be expected from Rainbow's accessory to this heinous offense.
I'm not... Rainbow wouldn't try anything like this. She's only done little pranks in the past. All of them were harmless. Like this one time where all the cupcakes in Mrs. Cake's bakery were replaced with...
Objection!
Okay.
None of these past actions are relevant for today's trial. I would keep that in mind, lest thou art thrown from this courtroom.
Technically, I think only the judge can make that kind of threat.
Don't try her right now,
Do you think
Phoenix.
Prosecutor Luna cares about proper decorum at this point?
Yeah.
What matters are the facts, witness. And I can name two of the most important. Streamline was poisoned, and Rainbow Dash was the one who poisoned her.
How could you do this to Rainbow after everything she's done?
Miss Pie, hold on a moment.
I know this is how ponies find the truth, but you don't have to be so mean about it. You're making everything she's done look like some kind of scheme. She worked hard for her dream.
Bar.
And she's your subject too. How can you say all that stuff about her?
Rainbow Dash cares not for the dreams
Whoever
of
the Pinkie
others
Pie
as
VA,
I
they're
do.
doing pretty good.
Nor is she my subject while on trial. She is a criminal who attempted to dismantle the dreams of another.
Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty?
No, she isn't. Why don't you say that?
Why don't you, witness? Look at the facts made bare. Have you been listening? Or are you just willingly being ignorant?
Ooh.
No wonder Rainbow Dash had such an easy time gaining your compliance. Only a fool would be so dull as to believe in her innocence.
Prosecutor Luna.
Damn! Yo, what the God damn, son! Oh god, dude. I was not signing up. Okay, can I get my glasses on, please? Thank you. I did not sign up for this. Oh, holy smokes.
There is no need for such harsh rhetoric.
Yeah, for real.
Don't you talk to her like that! Can't you see how it's making her feel? She's gonna cry if you keep this up!
Objection! You were not called on to speak. Utter another word out of turn, and it will be your last on the record.
Sonata, if you got an idea, now would be the time to put it into action.
Come on, let the wheels go in
I
motion.
don't know what to do. I've never seen Luna push any pony like this before. At this rate, she's liable to drive Pinkie to tears. And if that happens, I won't have anything left to go on.
Well, we've got to do something. Maybe...
Damn it, I know. Just give me a second to think. But what even is there left to think about? Pinkie, Spitfire, Philo? None of them have offered anything in Rainbow's defense with their testimonies. Darn it. If only Streamline was awake, then I could at least have some pony else give testimony. No pony else was there when... Wait, some pony else was there during all of this.
Spitfire?
You know what? I've had it. You're not doing your job at all, prosecutor. No, Princess Luna. In fact, you're not even a prosecutor at this point. You're just a big bully.
Ooh.
Enough! I will not allow a full-blown argument to take place in my court.
Okay, Will?
Miss Pie, though you are understandably upset, for speaking out of turn, you will be removed from the witness stand. I forbid any more testimony from you today. Prosecutor Luna, banter is one thing, but this is beyond the pale.
Does this mean the talk about the luau was off? I'm sorry. This is a very serious moment, and I'm fudging it all up. I'm trying to give myself less editing work.
Tread carefully and with dignity, or you will be penalized.
I apologize for my
Ooh,
behavior.
was that on?
I apologize
Ooh, that's a technical error. Oof.
for my behavior.
That must-
Bailiff, escort Miss Pie out of the courtroom. Perhaps it will give all of us some time to calm down.
Sure, Pinkie lost quite a bit of respect for Luna at this moment. Can we conduct a recess?
I think we can all say that this trial's progression has been unorthodox.
Mistrial, maybe?
Still, the prosecution has proven the link between Rainbow Dash and Streamline.
Oh, come on. That can't be
Does
struck from the
defense
record?
Have anything they'd like to add?
Luna showed her hand, Sonata. If there was any time to call her bluff, it's now. I don't think we can hold out any longer.
Yes, I agree. Now's our chance. Luna may have the judge convinced, but with some work, we can start regaining our footing. Better start with the best line of attack. I do have a few points worth mentioning, Your Honor.
Then let us hear them.
While I think we can all agree that the prosecution has done their due diligence, they have taken the focus off our original problem. This case isn't centered around a tornado. It's about the so-called poisoning that claimed Streamline that very day.
Do you have more to add on that subject? I thought it was cleared up pretty neatly.
Except for two things about it, actually. The first would be Rainbow swapping out those juice boxes. Why would she do that? It would have been easier for some pony to simply put the poison in Streamline's drink without swapping them at all.
That point is still irrelevant. No matter how much you hem and haw, Rainbow Dash was already seen swapping out the juice boxes. The locker rooms were crowded. Rainbow slipping something into the victim's drink would have been noticed by some pony nearby. Had she actually been caught that way, this trial would have lasted mere minutes.
That brings me to my second point, though. Why go through all that trouble for a simple crime?
Perhaps Miss Dash didn't have the aptitude to commit even a simple crime. Any fool can complicate matters far beyond what is necessary, as proven here.
Did you just call me dumb? I oughta...
What was that, witness? Are you threatening a member of the court?
Before we start arguing again, there is a third point I must make. Your case against Rainbow Dash is not definitive, no matter what you say.
Are you calling in question the testimony of my witness's defense? Do you wish for his honor to throw them all out? Is that it?
Your attempts at equivocating have gone on for long enough.
Yet here you are, rattling on like a steam engine on its last legs. Make your point.
Did they even conduct? Yeah, they probably conducted the steam
such
engine.
Noise.
All right, fine.
Or
Here's the
created,
main
not
sticking
conducted.
point. Sure, several witnesses have come forward against my client. And sure, Detective Reed has suggested the poison used in this case was gricklegrass. But no testimony nor argument from the prosecution has been able to explain away a certain discrepancy. One that we can see if we look at one piece of evidence in particular.
Which piece of evidence, defense?
The toxicology report.
Must we take another look at this document? Gricklegrass matches the report's description line by line.
Really? So you must see the line where it shows poison actually in the victim's body. I certainly don't see it from here.
Oh, that's right. That toxicology report came back negative for poison, didn't it?
Faulty reports can exist. We can clearly separate a clerical error from what's in front of us.
The burden of proof falls on you, Prosecutor Luna. Stepping into this case without proper cause is grounds for an immediate dismissal of my client.
Your Honor, enough proof has been demonstrated.
No,
regardless
Sonata's
of what
right.
The defense claims. Surely you can see what she's trying to do. She means to inundate us through sheer stubbornness and an absurd quantity of needless questions in order to distract us from the irreconcilable facts.
Luna, your head is so far up your rear end that like it's insane. Like okay, sure. Would this delay things? Yes, but don't you want things to be 100% clear? If it's a clerical error, then hey, get the proper report. It's not. She is so laser focused that like she was upset that Athena dunked on her freaking hard, and like she is now super tunnel vision focused on trying to win. That she is beyond the point of figuring out, is this the truth? She has done all these mental gymnastics and like that were pretty convincing. I will admit that, but it's just like, bleh. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I should be in bed. I got work tomorrow.
Are irreconcilable facts, I will grant, but one of them is the lack of poison cited in the toxicology report. This is an attempted poisoning case, and without poison, you can't even have a proper trial to begin with. Your Honor, you must agree with that at least.
I will say that this is a rather interesting dilemma. The toxicology report itself doesn't directly cite poison as the reason for Streamline's collapse. I'm afraid I cannot overlook such a glaring hole in this matter. Yet, the amount of evidence against the defendant is already compelling.
Uh-oh.
She was seen actively swapping juice boxes with Streamline before her collapse. These two pieces should work in tandem, but what we are seeing, clearly, is a disconnect. For if no poison was found in the juice boxes, then why was the defendant swapping them at all?
Okay, here's my chance.
Alright, there's an
I'm
opening.
counting on you to back me up, Phoenix. Why don't we ask my client that very question? Let her testify to that end.
Are you actually suggesting that for your next course of action? Have you lost your mind?
Sonata, are you sure that's a good idea? Rainbow didn't tell us everything the first time around. If we let her testify now, without any preparation, we might just have an even bigger problem on our hands.
Do you have any better ideas?
Not really.
What about the toxicology report? If we asked for the test to be reevaluated, then we could get an extension.
That report is the only thing keeping us here. The fact that it hasn't been clarified is our one ticket to keeping Rainbow from getting a guilty verdict right now. Besides, if we were to instead ask for it to be checked again, and Luna was able to confirm Streamline was poisoned...
We're sunk. Okay, I see your point. But this is still a big gamble.
Yeah.
You told me to put on a show of faith for Rainbow. I can't think of anything more of a show than this. We know
That's
she
there.
didn't poison Streamline. I know she didn't do it. All I need to prove is that she had another reason for swapping those juice boxes. Once I do that, the judge will have to dismiss this case.
I think Rainbow is ready to spill her guts anyhow. I don't know how much longer she can hold herself back. Luna's been pretty rough on every pony today.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
This is very,
Rainbow
very
is
rough.
chomping at the bit over there. If we do this now, there won't be any turning back.
Prosecutor Luna, do you have any objections to make?
No. The prosecution will allow Rainbow Dash to take the stand. If anything, the defense has finally made a move we are interested in seeing played.
And if I'm lucky, it'll be the last move I need to make.
Very well. Let the defendant take the stand.
Okay.
Defendant, state your name and occupation for the record.
Rainbow Dash. I'm a Wonderbolt reservist. For now. Anyway.
I take it you're aware of what you'll be testifying about?
Yeah, I know. I was listening.
I was here the whole time.
By all means, proceed with your testimony.
Come on, Rainbow. Don't let my faith in you be for nothing.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Okay, I admit it. I have been swapping out some of Streamline's juice boxes, even on the day she collapsed. But I didn't poison her! I'm innocent! Why can't you see that? And don't get me started on that tornado business. I didn't cause that either! That's all I'm gonna say. I want to remain silent about everything else.
That's not really gonna help Sonata out.
The right to remain silent again?
Well, it's a right for a reason. At least this time, we got some room to maneuver.
True. Saying something is better than nothing at all.
Luna is...
Rainbow's not the only one practicing that right. That's unusual, given how Luna was acting with Pinkie.
Yeah, her demeanor's a lot more
Did the judge's
calm.
warning pay off?
Very well.
Possibly?
Miss
I don't think so, though. I
You
don't
may
think it'd be that...
cross-examine the defendant
it'd be that
whenever
easy.
you're ready.
I think she's calculating.
Okay, I admit it. Objection!
Whoa! God damn.
I tire of this game of cat and mouse. Why not end this farce with that single admission and spare us all, defendant?
What?
Was that perhaps too oblique for you? I mean to say that you should admit that you are guilty and not delay the inevitable.
Oh my gosh, Luna.
I'm not doing anything like that! Because I'm innocent!
Ms. Dash, relax. Prosecutor Luna, why...
I will say that you are most definitely failing to live up to the element you are the bearer of.
Oh boy.
What? How?
Bold words, Luna.
Your Honor, this is too far!
Yeah,
Order!
time for a
Order!
mistrial.
I agree. Prosecutor Luna, it's bad enough that you've interrupted the cross-examination like this, but please stop antagonizing the defendant.
Your Honor, I mean not to antagonize, merely criticize.
It didn't sound like that to every pony else.
Yeah. Not painting yourself in a good light here,
This
Luna.
case is of great importance. A future Wonderbolt not only resists arrest, needing to be dragged away like a child, but also continues to act so in court. How does that look to the citizenry? To have
How do you look, Luna? Like, look, oh God, I can't believe I'm actually defending Rainbow Dash here, but goddamn, you're not being much better. You are abusing your power. You're antagonizing RD and Pinkie Pie and Sonata. It's just, you're not making yourself look any better, homegirl.
some pony behave with such juvenile arrogance when faced
I mean,
with
you're
a
not wrong, but
serious
still.
accusation? What does that say about the Wonderbolts? Have they abandoned their principles? Do discipline and esteem no longer matter? Are we meant to accept the idea that the Wonderbolts will let any pony into their ranks, regardless of how noxious they are? The Wonderbolts appear to be a failing institution.
Damn!
Or at the very least, one with absolutely no standards.
Prosecutor Luna, you've already been told once by Your Honor. That's enough.
I am done. Thus, my earlier comment has been proven.
What earlier comment?
That the defendant is failing to live up to the element she is the bearer of.
Oh boy.
Behold, Rainbow Dash, the element of loyalty. A reservist for the team she supposedly cares for so deeply. But there is no more loyalty in you than in a stewed prune.
Ooh.
Look at how she has betrayed the Wonderbolts in the most vile fashion. How she has
I wonder if Luna's playing some 4D chess here. Like, she's antagonizing Rainbow Dash, tried to make her admit something so that way it's easier for Sonata and Phoenix to prove that she's innocent. The way it's looking right now, I'm iffy on that theory, but alright, hang on. Deep breath. Let's buckle in and just jump right into it.
Wrecked all that they stood for. It is a tragedy that such a supposedly noble institution has crumpled into a mere shadow of what it once was. Look at whom they've welcomed. Not a bright, fresh recruit, but an irredeemable killer.
Ooh.
The hideous shadow of her presence inflicts a loathsome...
Wait, killer? Like, I thought that Fleetfoot and the kid were just injured. She didn't kill the kid, did she?
Charnel stain upon their legacy.
I'm the stain? Me? What? Your mane getting in your eyes?
Ms. Dash, wait.
Besides, it's Streamline who was the real stain on the team.
Oh boy.
Some pony like her has no place on the Wonderbolts. She shouldn't have been allowed at all. Ugh. I knew she was a dirty, good-for-nothing cheat from the start. But no pony believed me, because I didn't have any proof. Don't you get it? One of us had to pony up and do something about her. Some pony who wasn't afraid of getting a little dirty to do the right thing.
Oh no.
Rainbow, just calm down.
Shut up, Sonata. Ugh. You know what? I'm glad this happened to Streamline.
This isn't good. This is not good.
She deserved. And if I could do everything over, I would...
Hold it! Rainbow, stop!
What? Sonata asked me to testify, didn't she? Isn't this what she wanted?
Not exactly.
Don't you realize what you just said?
What I've said was the truth.
It was an admission. Girl, have fun going to the sun. You're done. It's so Jover.
It's over. There's no coming back from this.
Not everything can have a happy ending.
Prosecutor Luna, what do you have to say?
Yes. Of course, Your Honor. Thanks to the defendant herself, the motive has become quite clear. Rainbow Dash believed her fellow Wonderbolt reservist, Streamline, was a cheater. After failing to prove this accusation, the defendant took matters into her own hooves. A punishment most foul was concocted in place of any actual proof. With a plot conceived under the blackest of influences to torment pony kind, Rainbow Dash decided she would poison Streamline through the creation and eventual administration of a poison called Gricklegrass. The justification appears to be a warped sense of moral vindication. An arrogant way of thinking, I must say, as is to be expected of a vigilante. The end result is a mare very nearly losing her life after a serious collapse. All of the evidence presented points to this being the case. Thus, we are given the means and motive. The prosecution rests.
As much as I agree with what you've just said, that wasn't what I meant, Prosecutor Luna. I meant, what do you have to say for yourself? You broke from procedure by interrupting the cross-examination. Not only that, but you then decided to start antagonizing the defendant and refused to back down even after I instructed you to stop.
I wonder if this breaks the fair trial. Because, like, again, assuming they had the same rules as us, I guess RD has the right to a fair trial. This was not a fair trial, so can this be tossed away, or is this going to get retried?
This, on top of your earlier bickering with the previous witness. To say that your performance today has been shameful would be an understatement. I'm shocked you would act this way.
I am simply doing my duty as I see fit, Your Honor.
Very well. Then I shall do mine. At the end of today's proceedings, I'm afraid you'll have to receive a penalty. You were warned, after all.
I understand, Your Honor.
As said, though, I do agree with your summary of the case and the motive you've put forth.
Come on, dude, that has to be a mistrial. I'm no law expert, but
the defendant has indeed admitted to having felt the need to do something about the victim. She has clearly implicated herself, in my opinion.
What? No! That's not... None of that is right! None of it!
Miss Sonata? I'm sorry if this has come as a shock to you, but you had many opportunities to provide counter-arguments. While I'm sure this cross-examination didn't go as you might have planned, you were the
this
one
has to
who
be
requested
dude, you
the
have to toss
defendant
this away.
testify.
This has to be a mistrial.
Sonata, please tell me you have something to offer as a rebuttal. We can't let it end like this.
What can I even say? There are no more witnesses. And there's no point in trying to cross-examine Rainbow properly now. Sure, the cross-examination technically never ended, but Luna's right. Rainbow has both means and motive to commit this crime. She's practically confessed to poisoning Streamline, even if that wasn't what she meant. Asking her to testify was a huge mistake. How could she admit to something like that, though? Why would you admit that you think Streamline deserved what she got?
If there's nothing further, I'm ready to declare my verdict.
Oh, is this it? Is it over? What do I do now?
In order to secure a guilty verdict, the prosecution must be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt the means, motive, and causation of the accused.
Okay.
The defense, conversely, needs to show there is doubt for at least one of those things.
That's right. There's still one thing that hasn't been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The causation.
How do I know, you ask? The symptoms of said poison are very distinct, and they are a perfect match with the victim's condition. Those symptoms are a combination of sweating, a dangerously high heart rate, lightheadedness, followed by vomiting, extreme anxiety, and eventual collapse.
What's this?
It says Streamline was apparently murmuring something right before she passed out.
Streamline was heard weakly repeating the words, "Stay, so sorry," up until the point of losing consciousness.
Okay. So, trying to stay awake.
No idea. Your guess is as good as
The
mine.
effects.
You want to know what I think, though? I
She
think
was
that Streamline was
hallucinating.
hallucinating.
According to Spitfire. Was hallucination? That wasn't one of the symptoms. Okay, so now what's cooking here? Probably wasn't Gricklegrass then, but she was hallucinating.
Streamline was heard repeating something in a delirious state before she
Yeah,
passed
and if delusion's not a
out. Even I
Gricklegrass
assumed that this
symptom.
was just a reaction to the suspected poisoning. But maybe that's not the case. If we take what Captain Spitfire said at face value, there's a chance this could mean Streamline wasn't poisoned by Gricklegrass.
In the case of Rainbow Dash, I find the defendant.
Objection!
Alright, Sonata. Time to stunt on these hoes.
Yes, Miss Sonata?
I think it's a little too soon for a verdict, Your Honor.
Really?
The prosecution disagrees. If anything, this is becoming needlessly protracted. Everything required to demonstrate the defendant's guilt has been proven.
Everything? I wonder about that.
Make your point and be done with it.
Like I said, it's too soon for a verdict. Seeing as how the true cause of Streamline's collapse has yet to be proven.
Objection! Of all the things to try and argue against yet again, have you not read the incident report? Do you not recall Detective Reed's testimony about the symptoms the victim presented? The cause of Streamline's incapacitation was Gricklegrass poisoning. Your unwillingness to see that does not occlude the facts.
Oh, I'll admit, it certainly appeared like it at first. But there's one fatal error that has been made.
There is no such error. Streamline was suffering from the exact symptoms that we know Gricklegrass causes.
That's true, but only if you ignore a certain other detail.
What detail would that be?
This, Your Honor. Take that. I certainly have read the incident report, Prosecutor Luna. Maybe it's time we double-checked it together?
Ooh, she's getting a
For
little
what
cocky. Okay.
exactly?
Right here. Streamline was heard weakly repeating the words, "Stay, so sorry," up until the point of losing consciousness.
Does that mean something, though?
To Captain Spitfire, it does. She believes it was the result of a hallucination. And if we take that possibility into consideration, then it outright contradicts something else that has been presented to the court. Take that!
Oh, that's the Gricklegrass poison report, isn't it? From the EBI?
Exactly, Your Honor. As we can all see, nowhere does the report list hallucinations under the symptoms for Gricklegrass poisoning.
That's right. And if that's the case, then...
It's entirely possible that Streamline was not poisoned by Gricklegrass at all.
Objection! Captain Spitfire was not brought in to testify about the possibilities regarding the cause of the victim's collapse. She is no expert defense, and you would do well to remember that.
You're not seriously suggesting we just ignore this, are you?
The report speaks for itself. This incoherent rambling from the victim must be unrelated.
Could it be a prolonged condition the victim might have been suffering from prior to her poisoning?
Well, you were pretty quick to bring up Streamline's medical records earlier, Prosecutor Luna.
Oh.
How about it?
Was there anything there that might line up with this reaction?
Uh-oh.
Kindly wipe that grin off your face, Defense. If it were that obvious, I'd have mentioned it.
Okay, then
That
show
you
us the medical
concede
report
that
then.
This was not an underlying condition?
We concede nothing. This is merely some sort of rare, extraneous symptom of the poison.
You'd like that to be the case, but I think you'll find it's not as simple as that. You recall Detective Reed's testimony. You've mentioned it after all. How about the part where he said that the symptoms for gricklegrass are very distinct? A rare extraneous symptom doesn't fit with how the Equestrian Bureau of Investigation describes gricklegrass, the supposedly easy-to-make poison. And we can't discount that as the words of a mere amateur. No, those are the words of the head of the EBI, one of the foremost experts in all things crime. Yes!
Gotcha. She's gotcha.
Speechless. Looks like silence really is golden. It's proof positive that I'm on the right track.
Miss Sonata,
Yes, Your Honor?
while I understand where we're at, I can't help but wonder what the cause of this additional symptom was.
It's certainly a mystery.
Don't tell me it's another poison!
As easy as it would be to run with that, no. I need to get poisoning off the table. Or at least explain this hallucination in another way.
Yeah, how does...
No, Your Honor. I don't think so. This hallucination is likely the result of something else.
Heat stroke, I
But
guess.
What, though?
What was it Streamline said again? Stay, so sorry.
Maybe she was...
That doesn't really seem like anything.
Was Streamline the one that caused the tornado? But Pinkie Pie said that the individual who made this tornado had rainbow hair. I don't think Streamline had rainbow hair. But like, hallucination isn't a symptom of dizziness, though. Because if she was going so fast in circles, I don't think you can hallucinate if you're dizzy. At least not to my understanding. I'm no doctor. What do I know?
Though. Some of it sounds exactly as Luna described it. Incoherent. Stay, so sorry. Stay, so sorry. Stay, so sorry. Is it really nonsense?
Stay so sorry? Maybe she's trying to say another
in the best
thing?
state when she was speaking, after all.
Maybe what if it's like that game like what's that name? What's that game where you like when you have like just a jumble of words and you have to try to figure out what it actually means? Stay so sorry, like stay so sorry, stay so sorry, stay so sorry. Maybe like something that sounds like stay so sorry was the actual poison or like some or a condition that she had. Stay so sorry, stay so sorry, stay so sorry. Stay so sorry. I can't think of anything.
Those tending to her just misheard what she said.
Alright, doing this again. So yeah, that one's easy. Come on.
From the sound of it, it seems as though what might have been misheard was the first part of what Streamline
Stay,
said. Stay, But what does that actually mean, though? What was Streamline trying to say? Ugh, all this thought I'm putting into this, when it doesn't seem to even matter anyway. Whatever Streamline did say is unrelated to any of the evidence we found at the... It's a long shot, but it's really all I have at this point. Time for a thorough re-examination.
Alright.
The first part of this is just small talk and Spike wishing us good luck. Sweet of him, but not altogether relevant. Next is... yes. Their investigation in Manhattan. Let's see.
Can't read that fast, so I'm just trying to...
Is there anything here that has some significance? Anything at all? Come on. Stay,
Control F,
stay,
Control F, Control F.
Stay,
Did you know that Overall used to come here with some pony named Stella?
Stella! She's relevant to this case. Oh my gosh.
Eureka!
Oh my gosh. No way.
Could this? No. That can't be a
No way.
coincidence.
This is.
Can
Oh my,
it?
dude, like my hair's on.
But if
Oh
it
my.
is,
I'm getting goosebumps
then
right
that
now, bro.
means-
Holy smokes! Like my hair is sticking up on end. Can't really see it that well, but holy smokes, dude. No way, it's Stella. No way Stella's part of this. Stella, so sorry. Maybe she said Stella, so sorry.
Could it really be that Streamline wasn't saying stay so sorry, but rather Stella so sorry? Is this even the same mayor though? No, forget about that. Focus on making sure Luna doesn't instantly shut this possibility down first.
Yeah.
Sonata, you okay?
Yes, I figured something out. Or a path forward at least.
Good. Let him have it.
Your Honor,
Time check.
Yes?
10:35.
while I
I
can't
really should be
explain
in bed.
what caused this hallucination, I can offer an explanation as to what it means.
Well, that's more than what I'm capable of. What does it mean?
That will become apparent after looking at this. Take that!
A letter?
Yes, this is a letter related to another investigation taking place right now in Manhattan.
Manhattan. Ah, you must mean Miss Rarity's case. Dreadful business, that.
Objection! Your proclivity for addressing the irrelevant is tiresome, Defense. This letter has no bearing on the case at Hoof.
Your Honor, if you simply read the letter and allow me to explain, you'll see exactly why it matters.
Defense? What are you playing at?
All right, Miss
Let her cook.
Sonata.
Let her cook.
I'll allow this. Now then, let's see here. Dear Phoenix and Sonata, if you're reading this, that's awesome. It means that...
The relevant part is a bit further down, Your Honor. Sorry. Did you know that Overall used to come here with some pony named Stella? Do you see that?
See what exactly?
It's the name, Prosecutor Luna. Stella.
That's what it says, yes.
Now, let's think back to what Streamline was heard saying right before she lost consciousness. Stay, so sorry.
I can't make heads or tails of what that's
Yeah, I was
supposed
struggling
to
with that
mean.
too. I thought she was
Even
trying to
now.
talk about some sort of
She
like
was apologizing.
diagnosis or.
That much is obvious from the so sorry. But stay, that was the tricky part. And here we are, with the answer right in front of us.
Are you sure about this, Sonata?
Not really.
It was Stella. Some pony whom Streamline knows, and whose relevance to the Manhattan case may extend to the incident at Wonderbolt Academy.
Objection! Your desperation knows no bounds, it seems. Not only are you asserting that the delirious comments made by the victim are relevant, but you're claiming they relate to a specific pony? Have you any idea how many ponies go by that name? How brazen are you to suggest that Streamline was referring to this particular mare?
So you admit that it's a possibility then?
Oh.
That Streamline was trying to say something about a mare, and that it wasn't her being incoherent?
Even if it is a possibility, what does it matter? This hypothetical mare the victim knew is completely inconsequential. Streamline's collapse is the issue, not this.
Objection! An issue that has a glaring inconsistency. This hallucination can't be explained. All I've done is present an argument for what it could mean.
Preposterous! Stuff and nonsense, that's all this
Stuff
is!
and nonsense. That's
As
all this
likely
is?
as Tartarus freezing over!
You can attack the likelihood of this theory all you like, but you can't ignore the core problem. That this additional symptom, this hallucination, suggests the possibility that something else caused Streamline's collapse. Your Honor, it'd be too soon to declare a verdict, wouldn't you say? Come on, Your Honor. You know it as well as I do. Come on.
I will give my opinion. While I do agree that the theory presented is somewhat of a stretch, I cannot deny that it could be the case.
You don't mean...
Because, like, as, like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, like, there's still doubt. There is still, like, a smidge bit of doubt. The judge cannot, in good faith, hand down a verdict without a little bit of doubt being left. It is up to the prosecution to determine this is good or bad. Or a good or bad argument, rather. And if they can prove that that's what Sonata's saying is hogwash, okay, guilty verdict. And if there's still some doubt there, then we have to keep going, dog. We have to keep going.
I'm not sure if the theory will lead to anything, or if it has any relation to the direct cause of the collapse. However, we find ourselves in a rather unique situation, don't we? At least for Mr. Wright and me.
We do?
Well, yes. The victim is alive.
Oh, that she is. Man, what does it say when that's something of a rarity for us?
So, why not simply ask Streamline herself about this Stella mare for a start? That'd clear things up, wouldn't it?
I suppose so, Your Honor. Good idea, by the way.
Well, I don't mind pitching in every now and again. The
Colluding with the
nature of this
defense.
hallucination concerns me, and I'd like for us to determine whether or not it has any relevance to the victim's condition. We still lack a definitive explanation for this additional symptom.
There's still doubt. There's still doubt.
Thus, this gives me enough reason to adjourn for today and resume this trial tomorrow. Does that sound acceptable to everyone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Luna's gonna be pissed.
If that is your honor's wish, then yes. It will be done.
That was a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah.
But
God,
made
I
it.
felt stressed,
By the skin
dog.
of my teeth, I made it.
Very well then. Court is now adjourned.
Wow. God, what a rush. Alright, Spitfire might be a key player in the next episode. So hold on, who was Pinkie? I want to see who Pinkie was. Estella Pantomania. Okay, Estella Pantomania, I see you. Wait, Atticus, the Gold Crow. Wasn't that... Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that the original voice actor from Turnabout Storm who played Phoenix there?
Or is there something else out there, forcing the clock to reset? You must put trust in me, even if you feel unsure. We must fly and chime on forward, so you forgive and forget. The clock is ticking, time to dial in and crank the gears into tomorrow. We're on the dock, prepare to trot and shine on through rainbow. And I'll lead the way. We'll be a-okay. Look to my eyes, then to the sky. Now fly into a new day. Don't let your past carve out your future. Defend against those who wish to hurt. Fear story will not repeat. Never give in to the defeat. You must put trust in me.
I wonder if there's gonna be a after credits scene. Let's just be sure.
So we'll forgive and forget.
Oh, we do have an after credit scene. Holy smokes. Alleyway, alleyway. Okay, August 19th. This is like months ago.
Please, check on Headspeed. No. This can't be it. I can't. Did I do it, sis? Did I give you the life you wanted? The life you deserved? Or did you hate being here with me? I know you
No way.
didn't technically ask for this, and it was selfish of me to want something different. No, that's a lie. I didn't do this just because I wanted something different. The truth is,
This music, though.
I did it to forget.
What the? Stella? Stella!
So overall found Stella dead. Holy sh...
At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of
This
what
Mint
big
Mobile
firms
ad
do.
really
They charge
screwed
you a
up.
lot. We charge you a little. They put their
The
name-
whole mood it thing. Hang on, I just want to see something here. Was
No. Check on Headspeed.
all right? I just had to check something there. I thought so. That was Stella talking, and then Stella's thoughts. Oh God. Well then, that happened. God in heaven, dude. Oh. First and foremost, very close for comfort. This was done. I made an interesting choice to watch this before going to sleep. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. So the fact that Rarity's case and Rainbow Dasher's case are potentially linked. Wow. And I'm wondering if the sister, Stella's sister, ended up. That's what I'm thinking. The voice acting in this episode was especially amazing. Like, these guys are always doing a very good job, and like even when Athena was having that nightmare, that was top-notch performance. That was Emmy worthy. But everybody in this particular episode, Luna, Sonata, Phoenix, the Judge, Pinkie Pie especially. Oh my God. Everybody was fantastic in this. There was that little technical error. Sometimes ish happens, you know, like it just can't be helped. Like sometimes things get overlooked, and we're all human at the end of the day. And I'm willing to overlook that. The fact that you guys just keep upping the bar every time is amazing. I initially wanted to be a part of this project, to do some voice acting for this, but I think I'm happy not being part of this, because this is a magical experience here. Oh, God in heaven. This is a ride and a half. I've been watching the Elements of Justice unfold for the past who knows how long. I know it was before this, so it's been at least 5 years, I want to say. And again, they just keep upping the bar each and every time. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm at a loss of words. Oh, God, I just cannot wait for the next episode. Everybody's doing fantastic. Everybody keep doing what you're doing. You are doing God's work. Well, yeah. Yeah, this is... Wow. Wow. Usually when it comes to reaction videos, I'm trying to be start a dialogue, you know, like to me that's what a reaction video should be at the end of the day. Get dialogue going between the creator and the audience, not just stare at a screen and go you know, that's lazy work. I like dissecting this as much as I could, or at least I try to, but I'm not sure if I really have much more to say. I really should be going to bed soon, though. I have to. It's Sunday, and I got work tomorrow. Being employed. Well, guys, we'll just leave it at this for right now. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to me. Make sure. I'm so scatterbrained right now. But yeah. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to also like, comment, and subscribe to the Elements of Justice YouTube page. Link for this episode and their channel will be in the description down below. Make sure you also support all these amazing creative people. They're all doing fantastic. With that being said, that's the end of the video. More TrotCon vlogs are to come. Hopefully I can get some sort of update video regarding my Rap Idol Project mixtape. Hopefully I can get that out for you soon. But yeah, that's really it. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care of each other, love each other, and I'll see you next video.